What up, everybody? It's your girl, Future Sailor Car here, and I'm coming at you with another video, another Navy-related video. So this video is going to be a DEP tag, and I've just seen, like, when I was watching videos on YouTube, I've just been seeing like a whole bunch of like Air Force people doing DEP tags. So I don't know if it's like an official Air Force thing or if just airmen choose to do it, but I'm doing one for the Navy. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it. Some of these questions I probably have already answered in other videos. Like, I probably should have done a DEP tag to introduce myself to my channel or whatever, but it is what it is. Okay, so if you guys see like a lot of like jump cuts or anything like that, it's because like people keep calling me and shit, and I'm about to go eat with my friend, so she's gonna be calling me soon. But anyways, I want to do this video anyways, or get what I can done while I'm still here. So the first question is name, age, and height. So I'm Alea, Future Sailor Car, hence my YouTube channel's name for now anyways, because after I graduate boot camp I'm changing the channel's name. So yeah, Future Sailor Car for now. I am 23 and I'm 5'4", although my boyfriend and my family swears I'm like 5'2", 5'0", but I'm a whole 5'4". So where are you shipping from? I am shipping from, I want to say Fort Gillum, Georgia. I believe that's the MEP's place. Not entirely sure. I might have to double check that. But it's like, I think a little bit past Atlanta or so. It's like an hour-and-a-half drive from my house. It's the same distance from my recruiting station. What was my parents' reaction? They were proud. Like, it was actually their idea for me to join the military. My dad and my uncle, they both went to the Navy. My dad got out, and my uncle retired after the 20 years. And like, one of my dad's like biggest regrets in life is not staying in the military longer. So he always let me and my brother and my sister know that, you know, don't knock the military. It's always a valid option, depending on what you're trying to do. So when I told them that I was actually considering joining, they were excited. Like, I didn't have a car at the time, so my mom was like, I'll take you to see any recruiter we want to see. And I'm just like, all right, Mom. And then when I told them I was going to MEPS and stuff, they were like, okay, well, good luck. Like, they were so excited for me. And then, you know, when you're at MEPS, you're not allowed to be on your phone, so I wasn't able to contact them for like the whole day. And then I left, and I got a message from my dad, and he was like, just sent me like the eye emojis, and was like, well, with the question marks. And I was like, I'm a sailor, well, future sailor. He was like, hey, way to go, like, you know, I was excited. But yeah, now it's getting down to the last couple of weeks here. I think I have like a full 3 weeks left until I ship. So now they're just asking me questions. I'm like, I don't know. You gotta talk with the recruiters, see what they gotta say. So the next question is DEP date, rank, rates, and ship date. So I'm assuming DEP date is the day you sign your contract, I guess. So I signed my contract October 10th of 2017. I remember that date specifically because it was a few days after my birthday, and I couldn't do all the activities that I wanted to do because I knew I was going to DEP. So yeah, that was that. I didn't actually have my first DEP meeting until like December. I didn't know that there was meetings I had to go to, so I missed the November one, but it was fine. So my rank will be E3 since I did go to college. I'll probably end up commissioning to be an officer. Probably, or try to apply anyway. It's never a guarantee, but I'll probably try to commission to be officer in about a year or so. I just want to see what it's like being enlisted first and get a feel for that job and get a feel for what the PAO's or public affairs officer's job would be before I commit to that. So ship June 5th, like I said. 3 weeks now. Tomorrow will be exactly 3 weeks left. 21 days, and yeah, it's pretty freaking wild to me right now that in about 3 weeks my whole life is going to be completely different. Oh well. So next question is, what is the most memorable moment at MEPS? So if you watch my crazy MEP experience video, you know there was a few crazy ass moments that were going on. I think like one was when they this dude said that one other guy failed the drug test for meth or something like that. Like, meth, like, you couldn't have possibly thought you was gonna pass knowing, like, I don't know, like, I don't know what he had going on. But that, and what else happened? Oh, I remember another one that I'm pretty sure I didn't mention in my MEPS video, but so it was the last thing we had to do was just swear in, right? So I picked my job, did the physical, did everything I needed to do. The only thing that was left was swearing in. So there's swearing in ceremonies. So you have to wait for, you know, a new ceremony to start. So at that point, it's like 5, 6 o'clock. It was like 5 o'clock. And I'm tired. Like, I was there since like early in that morning, and I was up since like 3:30 or so. So I'm like dead ass tired, and me and this girl just sitting there talking, just chilling and whatnot. And we just ready to swear in and get it over with and get our contract and get everything, you know, done so we can leave. So it's this lady at the behind the desk or whatever, and who was it? I think it was a Marine. Walks up to her and they were just talking. They was like, yeah, they just had their last swearing in ceremony right now, and I'm just like, ooh, they had their last what? Like, this is what we're waiting for. What do you mean they're doing the last one right now? So I'm looking at the girl I was talking to. She looking at me, and we're just like, there better be another goddamn ceremony, because I know we're not just sitting here waiting for nothing. Like, bruh, we was about to be livid. But there was no ceremony that day, so I don't know what that lady was talking to, or why she just decided to lie to the Marine. Like, I don't know. But yeah, it was pretty memorable because me and her was about to go through the roof. Like, we were over at that point. But let's see. Next question is, what is the best and worst part about DEP? So definitely the worst part about DEP is waiting. Like, I've been in DEP, like I said, I signed my contract in October of 2017. So I've been waiting for like, what, 7 months now? And each month I'm just like, bruh, I'm ready to go. Like, I had them put in a DAR. I think that's the form that they have to submit if you want to ship sooner. That wasn't about to happen because, like, my job is rare. And I just realized I didn't say what my rate was in my last question. So I'm an MC, a mass communication specialist, public affairs type thing, which is why I pretty much decided to start a channel. But yeah, so with that being so rare, there was like really no way for me to ship out sooner unless someone was an MC who like got pregnant or something and couldn't go to boot camp or some crazy shit like that. So the best part of DEP, I feel like the best part of DEP is the actual meetings, like meeting up with your recruiter and the other people in DEP who are also recruit or future sailors, and just being in that environment, like learning about the Navy and just, I don't know, because when I'm at home and stuff, I don't really be wanting to study my general orders or wanting to do what I need to do like I should. But after a DEP meeting, like when I'm in the environment with the recruiters and their sorry, that's the questions I have. When I'm with the recruiters and they have their uniform on, and you know, they're just telling us what we need to be, what the information that we need to be told and stuff. Like, it just gets me excited. Like, I don't know. Is that head ass? I feel like that's a little head ass, but that's what it is. Like, I would be so excited after leaving a DEP meeting because it just kind of solidifies it for me. Like, this is real. Like, this is me. Like, I'm really about to be a whole sailor out here. Like, it's crazy. So what is something you'll miss in boot camp? One thing that I'll miss, like, I'm gonna miss hella shit. Like, I'm gonna miss sleeping by myself, for one, because it's gonna be a room of like 80 something girls, and I know like a whole bunch of them bitches gonna be snoring. I mean, sorry, I ain't mean to say bitches, but I know a whole bunch of them are gonna be snoring, and like sometimes I just need silence to go to sleep. Like, it's real difficult for me sometimes. So I'm gonna miss sleeping by myself. I'm gonna miss showering by myself. I mean, showering part, it is what it is, but definitely miss sleeping by myself. I'm gonna miss, you know, being able to sleep in, because in boot camp there is no sleeping in. You are up early every single day. Even during holiday routine, you gotta get up early. You can't just sleep in during your holiday routine. I'm gonna miss my family, of course, my boyfriend, of course, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. it is what it is, man. What are you looking forward to? A school. I'm looking forward to getting out of boot camp and moving on to the next phase in the stabilization process. Like, my A school is going to be in Fort Meade, Maryland, so it's not far from DC. So I already know that's going to be a blast. And then I have family in New York, I have family in New Jersey, so I can visit them on the weekends. That's what I plan on doing for Thanksgiving, because I'll definitely be in A school for Thanksgiving. And I don't think they let you like travel. I think it's like a certain amount of miles you can travel while you're still in A school. So I don't think they're gonna let me, come see my parents in Georgia, but it is what it is. What are you looking for? I already answered that. How are you preparing for boot camp? So I've been preparing physically by, doing the run. I ended up getting my run time down from like 16, 17 minutes to less than 13 minutes. I've been doing sit-ups. I doubled the amount of sit-ups I can do. I started at about 50, now I can do like 100. I've been slacking on push-ups. Like, I joined the gym, and that helped me, increase my arms and stuff. Like, the guns and shit, So it helped me, I don't know what the word is, get pumped, get ripped, whatever. And doing those arm exercises with the dumbbells and stuff helped me increase my push-up count. So I went from doing like a whole 5 to like 36. I think that was the most I've ever done. But I need to keep doing them. Like, I hate push-ups. Like, I will procrastinate and just not do them. So I definitely need to do push-ups. Like, I have 21 days left. 14 out of them 21 days I'm doing push-ups, guaranteed. Mentally, what am I doing? I'm trying to prepare myself for, getting up early and going to bed early, because I don't get up early or go to bed early unless I have to. So I've been trying to go to bed at like 11, try to get up at like 8-ish and stuff. Especially like now when it's really hot, I tell myself I need to get up early in the morning so I can run and, get my body used to getting up early. Of course, I'm learning the general orders and the ranking recognition. There's this website, I think it's called Boot Camp for Me, because you don't only need to know like a O1 is ensign and E2 is seaman apprentice, but you need to know the collar devices and what they wear on their sleeves and all of that stuff. And there's certain terminology that you have to know for it. So you guys can go to Boot Camp for Me and look up that terminology to help you study for that. That's what I'm doing. How else am I preparing? I'm just preparing by like getting my financial stuff in order, trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay my student loan payment while I'm away. I'm definitely having my phone turned off. I'm not paying that bill while I'm in boot camp. Yeah, just stuff like that, just trying to get prepared, get ready to be out this bitch. So when did you decide to join? I decided to join like July, August. That's when I was gonna go like the officer route at first, but then that didn't work out because I didn't want to. Go watch that video if you want to know what happened with me trying to become an officer first. Which branch and why? Navy, of course. And I met with like a whole bunch of different recruiters, and it would just be pretty much like what they had to say. Like the Marines, I wasn't going for it. They're too intense. I didn't meet with Army because I just didn't want to join Army. Didn't meet with Coast Guard because the Coast Guard recruiters was too far. The Air Force recruiter I met with, he was an asshole, so I wasn't feeling him. And National Guard, I forgot why I didn't want to do National Guard. But yeah, Navy, my dad and my uncle was in the Navy, like I said. One thing that my recruiter told me that sets the Navy apart from other branches is when you're in the Navy, you're always going to be stationed on a coast somewhere near a beach. Most of the time, about 99% of the time, you're going to be stationed on the coast near a beach because it is a Navy. And I love going to the beach, and I want that. And then he said, as opposed to other branches. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, as opposed to other branches where, you might be stationed in the middle of nowhere. You might be stationed, like, I don't know, like in Wisconsin or something. Like, no offense to anybody in Wisconsin, but I'm not trying to be in Wisconsin or in like a lame ass place, because I'm already in a lame ass place. I'm trying to join the military to get out of lame ass places. So same thing with deployments. You know, you might be on ship. Well, there's no might. You will be on a ship for months, days, weeks, whatever. But then when you get to the port or the country that you're going to, you have a good time, as opposed to being in another branch and you're in a terrible environment the whole time. So yeah, that's also why I decided to join the Navy as opposed to another branch. I have all these questions written down on this little piece of paper right here, so that's what I'm looking at, if anybody was wondering what I keep looking at. So next question is active or reserve. Definitely active. I mean, for me, it was all or nothing. Like, oh, that's why I decided not to do National Guard, because I didn't want to do it part-time. It was all or nothing for me. So what benefits are you looking forward to the most? Probably healthcare, insurance, I guess that's important and stuff. That plus, you know, the military discounts. I've been using my student discount because I still have my student ID card, even though, you know, I graduated 2 years ago. Well, almost, not even almost. It'll be 2 years to the end of the year this year. But yeah, those be pretty lit. Are you in a military family? Well, I mentioned my dad and my uncle was in the Navy, but no, because my dad didn't stay in, so we didn't like move every couple years or so like my cousins did. Will you go in an advanced rank? Yeah, kind of already answered that question. E3, but that's not really advanced, but it's not at the very bottom. Do your family and friends support you? Yes, they do. My family and friends, they all support me. They're all pretty proud and excited for my journey just as much as I am. So I'm lucky in that sense. I know not everyone has that situation going on. A lot of people, friends and family, boyfriends, don't support their decision, and that's tragic to me. Okay, so I just want to thank you guys for watching another video, sticking through the entire thing, because I know this video is a little bit lengthy. But if you guys have any questions or comments, you know, drop them in the description box below. Maybe you guys can do your own DEP tag or share some of your experiences or answer any of these questions I've listed below from your own standpoint. And yeah, thank you for watching.